Всем привет, дорогие друзья и любимые подписчики, с вами снова Гидеон, и мы продолжаем проходить «Сломанный меч. Тень Тамплиеров». Итак, дорогие друзья, в последней части мы прибыли на раскопки, на, собственно, которых было обнаружено вот это вот изваяние, этот идол, высеченный в камне, я так понимаю, который зовется Бафомет. Является он, так сказать, божеством, которому якобы поклонялись тамплиеры. Но этот факт был выяснен только во время пыток тех самых тамплиеров. Так что задумайтесь, но это мы еще обсудим в будущем.
I couldn't see anything useful to do with the planks.
Давайте спускаться.
Close up, the pattern didn't make any sort of sense. It fanned out around an axis point, a kind of focus to one side.
Ага.
There was no doubt about it. It was the same sort of idol I'd seen in Syria, Baphomet. The Templars had certainly been through here.
Так, ну и давайте что-нибудь с этой мозаикой сделаем, что ли?
Close up, it fanned out.
Так, что же можно... А, кубок. Возможно. Точно.
And there it was, decoded by the curves of the chalice, the image of a church.
Именно так.
I found out what the chalice was for.
You've solved the puzzle?
Yeah, there was a distorted picture at the Baphomet site. When I viewed it in the polished surface of the chalice, it changed.
What did it show?
A picture of a church with a square tower.
Так, давайте-ка взглянем на манускрипт.
Let's take another look at the manuscript.
Возможно, здесь мы и увидим эту церковь, а может и нет.
There's a woman, but the reflection... A
Так.
knight, the knights through my teaching.
Ничего нового.
There's a guy with a sword, and between them...
И вот единственный неразгаданный рисунок вот этот с качом.
There's a guy working on a loom.
Look there.
Так, ну что же, манускрипт ничего не дал.
Look at the chalice now, Nico.
What happened? It's shiny.
The priest at Montfaucon buffed it up for me.
That's incredible.
Yeah, looks as good as new.
No. You found a use for a priest. That's incredible.
Ну это уж перебор, конечно. Да. Так, ну что же, я думаю, все, отправляемся дальше.
I guess I'd better return the chalice to the countess.
Hurry back, George.
О, точно. Отправляемся в Испанию. Вновь. Прекрасно. Так, чудесно. Обожаю это поместье. Ну что, старикан, все еще злишься на меня? Джорджа облили сейчас.
Hi there, Lopez. How's tricks?
Senor Sтоббарт, how pleasant to see you. You are well.
Fine, thanks. Is the countess in?
She is waiting for you. I will show you up.
It's okay, I know the way.
Senor Sтоббарт, I feel I owe you an apology.
No, you don't.
I was impolite on our first meeting.
Look, Lopez, just forget about it. I came on like a snake oil merchant. I wouldn't have trusted me in your shoes.
You do not understand. Finding the chalice has given my lady a new lease of life. It's a marvel. She smiles, she laughs. The tradesmen are saying that she is on Prozac.
So the Countess feels that the curse is lifted.
I would not put it so strongly. Your discovery of the chalice was proof that the Templars never abandoned the de Vasconcelos. It counts for a great deal with my lady.
Прекрасно. Ну, можно еще и кубок показать.
What's the story behind the chalice vanishing?
When the Inquisition raided, in the absence of Don Carlos, it was believed that they had taken it. Naturally, they denied the charge, as they denied taking the children. And naturally, nobody believed them.
But they were telling the truth. The chalice was hidden from them. You don't suppose they were telling the truth about the children as well, do you?
Madre de Dios! I had not thought of that. But then what happened to them?
I don't know. If the Inquisition didn't take them, then who did?
You must speak to my lady of these.
Count on it.
Да.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, Señor Stobart.
Ну вот мы и помирились с Лопезом. Прекрасно. Так.
Senor Stobart, what a pleasure. Please, sit down.
Hi, Countess. The pleasure's all mine. I've brought back your chalice.
О,
Why? You've had it cleaned.
Yeah, I met an obliging priest with a soft cloth.
Have you resolved the Templar mystery?
No, not yet. I don't even know what it is I'm after.
There are many stories of the knight secreting great wealth away.
Whatever. All I know is I don't want the bad guys to get it.
Ah, to be young and live in a world of moral absolutes.
There's still the mystery of the missing chess piece.
I do not think that it will ever be discovered unless the fate of the children is revealed.
The Inquisition were suspected of taking the chalice and the kids, right? We know now they were innocent of the first crime. What if...
They did not take the children either. Then what happened to them?
The Inquisition admitted to killing Don Carlos's manservant. Now, this guy had been told to protect the kids at all costs, right?
That is correct.
I think he hid them and the chalice when he got wind that the Inquisition was coming. With him dead, and Don Carlos driven mad with grief, there was nobody left who knew the secret. You know what this means, don't you?
I fear so. The children are still here somewhere. If this is so, then it is small wonder that the de Vasconcelos are cursed.
все еще здесь, ну, тогда они мертвы, как бы. Ё-моё.
I discovered something amazing with that chalice. In Paris, I found a church where they recognized the coat of arms. I found the tomb of Don Carlos de Vasconcelos.
You are sure? There can be no mistake?
The coat of arms on the chalice matches the one on the tomb.
Incredible. You have my most profound thanks. I must go there as soon as possible.
Yeah? Well, I'd be happy to show you the city. There's something else that I discovered carved on Don Carlos's tomb. Biblical references.
What are the references, Senor Stobart?
Psalms 32:7, Corinthians...
I am not a good enough scholar to know the Bible chapter and verse. I meant, what are the quotations?
You know, I forgot to ask the priest.
Ну, вообще-то не особо. Я к нему подходил и хотел спросить, но вот что-то сеньор Стоббарт как-то затупил в этот момент. Так, ну, значит, потом мы узнаем их, когда вернемся обратно. Больше показывать нечего, поэтому...
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Да, теперь нужно найти свидетельство о детях. Что-либо, не знаю даже. Так, О, зеркальце.
It was a small mirror hanging over the sink.
Ну, думаю, пригодится. Так.
It was just a little utility room with no exit, unless you counted the window, and I didn't.
Так, там собаки вроде как и... Ага. И еще
I
можно
wasn't gonna put
спрятаться.
on the armor, and I couldn't see anything else to do with it.
Да. Теперь уже не будет Джордж прятаться за ними. Ладно, хорошо. Так, давайте поговорим с Лопезом.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
И даже поговорить-то не о чем. Так, ну...
I borrowed your mirror. I hope you don't mind.
No, senor. If you think it will be of help.
Ну ладно, хорошо.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Adios, senor Stobart.
Тогда давайте, наверное... Так.
The main part of the house was old, but nowhere near as old as the gatehouse section.
Так. Ладно, что ж. Пройдем сюда. Так, я примерно помню, что должно произойти, но не помню, как это отыскать. Так.
I wasn't about to go clambering on rooftops if I didn't have to. There was a statue of a guy on top of the building. He looked like a knight with a spear and some sort of staff. The De Vasconcellos Mausoleum, where 5 Templars lie.
Так. Окошко, все дела. Так, а тут у нас что? А, Библия.
It was the Spanish Bible I borrowed from the mausoleum.
Так, ну, собственно, давай.
It was the Spanish Bible.
Ну, давай, читай. Ай, ладно, хорошо. Наверное, тогда мне надо вернуться.
Given up its secret, the glass squares in the lectern were just decorative again. It was too delicate to move.
Так, ну, ладно, хорошо. Давайте в таком случае вернемся в дом. Дадим Библию и вместе почитаем, я так понимаю. Потому что Джордж сам не хочет. Так. Отлично.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
Here's the Bible from the mausoleum.
Very well. Let us begin. The first reference.
Psalms 32:7.
Thou art my hiding place. Thou shalt preserve me from trouble. Thou shalt compass me about with songs of deliverance. My hiding place.
Don't get your hopes up too high. This might just be leading us to where we found the chalice.
You are right, of course. The next.
Okay, John 4:11.
John 4:11. Here. The well is deep. The next. Quickly.
Okay. Corinthians 4:5.
Here it is. Will bring to light the hidden things. Any more?
Just one. Psalms again. 22:21.
Save me from the lion's mouth, for thou hast heard me from the horns of the unicorns. The last is confusing. Lions, unicorns, what does it mean?
I can't guess.
Salient points seem to be a hiding place and a deep well. In no sense is the mausoleum a well, Senor Stobbart.
Is there a well in the grounds?
I do not know. I suppose that there must have been once upon a time. Lopez is the man to ask about anything pertaining to the estate.
Так, ну, прекрасно.
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Вот теперь уже поговорим с Лопезом. На тему колодца. Так.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
You must know just about everything that there is to know about this place.
See, I have lived my whole life here in the service of the Vasconcelos.
Do you know of a well anywhere around here?
A well? Si, senor. This used to be a fortified villa. How can you last a siege without water?
Great! So where is it?
How should I know? The well was covered over in the last century. It was dangerous, you see.
And you have no idea where it was?
None. It was hidden even before my grandfather's time.
Так.
You must have a vague idea of where the well is.
It must have been in the old house's courtyard, so that would put it around here.
Here? Okay. How do we find it?
There might be a way. Let me think about it.
Ну давай, подумай. Подумай, Лопес.
Any ideas yet?
Not as yet, Senor Stobbart. I shall give it more thought.
Ну ладно, тогда... Может, тебя как-то на
Catch
эту
you later,
мысль...
Lopez.
Adios, Senor Stobbart.
Как-нибудь тебя на эту мысль навести? Даже не знаю. Так. Давайте внутрь зайдем, посмотрим. Так, можно открыть-закрыть окно. Это, в общем-то, и не нужно. Вопрос, зачем мне зеркало? Даже и не знаю.
Now what? There was nothing to snuff. Feeling like an idiot, I put it down again.
Угу. Так.
Hanging from the ceiling was a huge yellowed candle. It looked really old and had never been lit.
Так, а вот, по-моему, зажечь-то мне ее и надо. Что если... Нет. Так. Что если... Так. Тряпку с гримом намотать сюда. Поджечь. Прекрасно. И зажечь свечу. Вот оно, да. Шикарно. Хорошо, что ты так быстро догадался. И да, дурацкое окно. Надо закрыть его сначала, Джордж. У тебя есть длинная палка, так закрой его. Да. Так, теперь еще раз. Грим же ведь жирный, хорошо горит. Хотя в любом случае тряпка загорится. Так, прекрасно. Свеча горит. Вот оно.
The candle had burnt brilliantly, but only for a couple of minutes. Some kind of special formulation, I guess. And had yielded up this. A complex shape expertly cut in stone. I figured it was some kind of key.
Это, скорее всего, фигурка Для шахмат.
It was a smooth, intricately carved
Нет?
piece of stone that had been concealed inside the great candle.
Так, ладно, а что если... Хотя нет, я думаю... Да, я думаю, нужно отнести графине. Она должна знать, что это и для чего. Так, а Лопес пусть пока думает, все правильно. Пока он думает, мы занимаемся другими вещами. Так. Графиня, я кое-что нашел.
Hello again. Mind if I sit?
Please, be my guest.
What do you make of this?
It looks like some sort of key. Where did you get it from?
It was buried inside the great candle in the mausoleum.
Inside it. What have you done to it?
I, lit it.
But it is irreplaceable.
Listen, the candle was to be lit in case of Moorish attack, right? Well, it burnt down in no time and revealed this key thing. Maybe that was the real purpose of lighting the candle.
What are you suggesting?
That lighting the candle was the equivalent of break glass in case of emergency.
Sentiment must not stand in the way of solving this mystery. You did the right thing.
Прекрасно. И для чего же она нужна в итоге?
I'll have a look around if that's okay.
My home is your home. I shall remain here.
Ладно, давайте к Лопезу отправимся. Может, он уже надумал?
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Any ideas yet?
We are looking for a source of water, see?
Yes.
For generations,
Da.
the Spanish country folk have had a secret way of locating water, even if it is meters beneath the ground.
Ah, you're not talking about water dousing, are you?
Eh?
You know, you get a stick and walk around until the stick twitches and dig there.
Oh, you're ahead of it.
Yeah, I think most of the planet has. Okay, let's get a stick.
Uno momento. It must be a special stick, a Y of hazel.
Right. Do you have any hazel trees?
See? Here. That is hazel.
Прекрасно. Тогда берем.
I went over to find a
веточку.
suitable stick.
I don't believe it. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Да ладно.
So that was what a hazel tree looks like. There wasn't a single usable Y-shaped branch on the whole damn thing.
Быть того не может. Что же делать-то? Может быть, где-нибудь еще есть орешник, а? Вот, может быть. Вот такой же кустище. Нет? Не пойдет? Потому что там явно был не орешник. Вот это больше похоже на орешник. Хотя цвет какой-то странный. Нет, и тут тоже ничего подобного. Так, это странно. Лопес, ну-ка...
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Что за сад у тебя такой? Ни одного орешника нету.
Catch you later, Lopez.
Мгм.
Adios, senor Stobart.
Так, ну может к воротам вернуться, может там есть. Сейчас посмотрим. Ты садовник, ты иди найди мне ветку. В чем проблема? Нифига.
It was the driveway down to the main road. I didn't want to leave just yet, though.
Ну, конечно. Сейчас не время. Только вот орешника нормального здесь нету. Так. Может, здесь где-нибудь? О! Точно.
I went over to find a suitable stick. Aha!
Прекрасно. Все. Теперь надо... Что? Как мне ее использовать? Куда мне ткнуть-то ее? Туда, может быть? Сейчас попробуем. Ну ладно, тогда, может, Лопезу.
Hi, Lopez. Got a minute?
Certainly, senor. How can I help you?
Well, I got my divining rod. Now what?
Simplicity itself, senor. Hold the wand at the upper ends of the Y. Apply a little tension with your wrists so that the slightest movement of the wand's tip is clear, and walk slowly and steadily over the area.
Sounds easy enough. We'll find this well in no time.
Ну давай, Джордж. Ищи. Лопес уже в саду поработал и газон полил. Уже в шезлонге лежит, отдыхает. А Джордж все ходит с палкой. Как идиот.
Senor Stobart, you've found something.
This is it. This is where we find the secret of the Templars. Hidden here for hundreds of years. Lost from the sight of man until now. The mystery is revealed.
It's a tin can.
I've been walking up and down with a twig in my hands, looking for a tin can.
It had water in it. That's what the dowsing stick must have detected.
I'd have to check with an archaeologist, but I don't think the Templars left that.
In truth, Senor Stobart, the loan was laid many, many years ago. This can could date back to the Napoleonic Wars.
Get rid of it and I'll try it again. Lopez
Opa.
threw the can away. It seemed to fall an awfully long way. The splash at the end confirmed what we both suspected. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
It has been here all the time. All those years and nobody found it.
Stood in awe for a moment, marveling at the secrets all around us.
I could have fallen down that.
Хреново ты свой сад знаешь, Лопес. Так. Вау. Вот это круто. Я уже даже подзабыл.
The well had been lost for decades at least. The air was cool after the noon sun, but that's not what gave me goosebumps. I have a really, really bad feeling about this.
Да ну. Ну что ж, хорошо.
Sometime in antiquity, there'd been a rock slide. Big ones. I wished I'd had a hard hat.
Ну, обойдемся без сказки. Так, интересно. Я даже не помню,
From a
что меня там
distance,
ждет.
the lion's head had been impressive. Close up, it was frightening. Hey, one of the fangs is a separate piece. I could hear the sound of a lot of stone moving, and I knew I was in danger.
Ух ты! Ничего себе!
Oh, very funny, you psychos!
Senor Stobart! Senor Stobart! Are you all right?
It's okay, Lopez, I'm fine!
Que susto me has dado! You gave me a scare!
Nice try, Templars.
Да уж. Там темнота.
I wished that I had Leary's flashlight now. It was too dark to see, and I had to rely on touch. It just felt like a pitted stone wall. I'd almost been killed for the sake of a red herring. I wished that I had Leary's flashlight. It just felt... I'd almost...
Так, хорошо. Зеркало? Зеркало. Нет, не зеркало. Тогда зеркало. Вот. И свет пойдет внутрь.
I realized I could use the mirror to reflect the light from above.
There, in the middle of the door, I could see some kind of socket.
It looked like this wasn't quite the dead end it had seemed.
Угу. Значит, туда мы вставим ключ. Так ведь? Какой огромный колодец-то, а?
I slid the stone key into the lock. There were buttons that turned the dials.
Ага. Так. Значит, мне нужно заглянуть в блокнотик и посмотреть. Это у нас 14 и 20... 14 и 27 сверху. 14 и 27 сверху. Это что же у нас получается? То есть мне нужно... Так. Это, видимо, сброс.
I must have made a mistake. The lock spun back to neutral and nearly took my fingers off. I was gonna have to start from scratch again.
Это у нас поворот второго диска. Угу. Так. Это 7. Я могу поставить сюда 20. Что же у нас получится? У нас получится 27. Чудесно. Я даже не знаю, что мне это даст. Тут получается 6. 6, и я вот не знаю эти большие числа. L, M, C. Это... Я не помню, что из них 100, что из них 50. 20... Кстати, это 28. Вот 27.
Damn.
Так. Тогда может быть 14. 10. И 4.
I heard the sounds of the lock moving. Either that or the wall was going to come down on my head.
Ага. 14. Тогда давайте еще 27 сюда забацаем. 27. Ага. 14, 27. Хорошо. Дальше что? Это еще не все, я так понимаю, да? Так. Тогда получается... Еще мне надо... 6. Давайте 6 попробуем. 6, 6, 6. Я так понимаю, ставить нужно по-любому под стрелку. 6. Стоп, нет, 6 это... 6, а здесь 0. Получается 6. Да. Так, ну попробуем. Ага. Хорошо. Теперь L3X1. Так. L3X и 1. Ой. Хотя нет, вот, все правильно. L3X1. Отлично. Идем дальше. 3, 1. Три. 3. Теперь 1. Есть. Так. Теперь 17. Так, 10, 5, 6, 7. Да, 17. Так. Так, 10, 5, 6, 7. 17. Есть. Дальше. 12. И последнее, 25. 25. Все.
Oh, yes! Bonus points for that, I hope. I knew the old Stobbart fingerwork wouldn't let me down.
Отлично. Что же внутри? Оу! Фак. А вот и дети.
Before I left, though, there was one last thing to do. You won't be needing that replacement piece anymore, Countess. I found it with the children. You'll probably want to be alone for a while. I'll be out in the garden with Lopez.
Да.
George, welcome back.
Come in, George. It's good to see you again.
Is it?
Да уж.
Sure. What did you find in Spain?
Without Andre, we wouldn't have got this far, George.
Yeah, I know. The clues led to an underground chamber at the bottom of a well. The Templars had left a tapestry showing a chessboard. The white pieces were vastly outnumbered. There was a stream running across the board, and a Templar knight on a horse.
Does it mean anything to you, Andre?
No, nothing.
Maybe we should tell Andre what else you found, George.
There's a map and a Latin inscription to the west at the edge of the world.
George found that in a cave in Syria.
Yeah, where the assassin almost killed me.
Then we have got the burning of Jacques de Molay and the date, 1314.
From the window of the church in Montfaucon Square, one of the few places where nobody tried to kill me.
Then we have the image of a church that George found at the excavation. I don't recall anyone trying to kill you there either, George.
And finally we have the tapestry in Spain. Did I mention I almost got killed there?
Not yet, but I'm sure you're about to.
It was only my cat-like reflexes that saved me from certain death.
Cat-like reflexes, eh?
And while I was risking life and limb, where were you, Andre? Getting your glasses fogged up over an Etruscan vase?
That's enough, boys. Can we get back to saving the world?
Of course. My apologies.
He started it.
Well, the Latin phrase are the words of Julius Caesar. He was describing the island of Britain.
Are you sure? The map didn't look much like Britain.
How come Caesar described Britain as being at the edge of the world?
To the Romans, the Mediterranean was the center of the universe. Britain was a remote, unfriendly place, inhabited by blue-painted savages.
It hasn't changed much.
They've stopped painting themselves blue.
Except when they go to a football match.
They used an extract from a plant called woad, I satis tinctoria. The Scots were using it until fairly recently in the wars with the English.
Fairly recently? I don't recall the Scots being at war with the English. How recently are you talking about?
I believe William Wallace's men used it in the 13th century. They might well have been using it as late as...
You can't remember, can you?
1314.
Ah, we're back onto that, are we?
André, what is it? What do you mean?
1314 in Scotland. The Battle of Bannockburn.
That would explain the stream on the chessboard. That's what a burn is. Right, Andre? As in Bannockburn?
Right, George. And it gets better. Tradition has it that the Scots were helped by a shock force of, well, can't you guess?
Knights Templar?
Yes, a group of outlawed Templars. They are said to have turned the tide for the Scots.
And it all ends at a church in the Isle of Britain at Bannockburn in a church.
What are we waiting for? I'll call a cab.
I can't go.
Andre, you've been loads of help, but...
What George is trying to say is that you shouldn't feel guilty.
I was?
We understand you've got commitments. Oh, listen, we have to hurry. Let's go, George.
We'll see it through. Oh, and, don't worry about us.
Ну что ж, дорогие друзья, на этом у меня все. Подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, вступайте в группу ВКонтакте и советуйте друзьям. А также фолловьтесь на мой канал в Твиче. Все ссылки под видео. С вами был Гидеон. Всем спасибо. Всем пока.